Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. This was our Patreon and members exclusive yesterday. It was a critical recalibration for the upcoming solstice events from the Galactics. Besides the solstice, will there be any other interesting events around the solstice? What's interesting is the rapid spread in the amount of people that believe in, let's say, extraterrestrial, though I prefer the nomenclature ultra-terrestrial, so we can include just about everybody. This survey was of 6,114 highly educated, science-engaged people, and it found that 95% of them, by far the vast majority, believe intelligent extraterrestrial life exists. But they think only 48% of their friends believe the same. So this would tend to give you the thought that the more that you have studied in science and the higher education that you've received, again, education can be indoctrination. However, it seems that people, there is a correlation between the level of education in science and understanding that there's advanced civilizations out there. Here you have Elon Musk's ex-partner, Grimes, on the Interstellar Object 3I Atlas. Her theory is that 3I Atlas is coming to check us out because we're so close to ASI, and perhaps when we achieve certain goals, we get to join the Alien Federation of Civilizations, or else they need to check if we're mentally stable for such godlike tech and if they need to eradicate us, in which case we should be nicer. Interesting thoughts there. This is a retired U.S. Air Force Lieutenant General Stephen Quast. Listen to his words.
To deliver any human being from any place on planet Earth to any other place in less than an hour.
So in case you missed that, we have technology that can deliver, we have right now technology that can deliver a human being from any single location on Earth to another in less than an hour.
Mental. To deliver any human being from any place on planet Earth to any other place in less than an hour.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hints about advanced technology coming out. Jordan Crowder, he's looking at this. This is Oleshki Sands Nature Park in Kherson Oblast in Ukraine, saying there's something here that looks suspiciously out of place. Could it be that there's some sort of buried relic? Maybe there's a buried ship under there. Well, the shape reminds us of a few things. One of the things is this anomaly in the Baltic Sea. I don't know what that was. That little bleep might be Grok checking in on me. Interest in the Baltic Sea anomaly has returned. New data from Ocean X suggests that the structure would not be attached to the seabed and could generate electromagnetic interference, increasing the mystery of its origin. In other words, it's something lying on the bottom of the seabed, and it's gigantic. And it looks to be shaped a lot like the Millennium Falcon. Isn't that curious? But isn't this even more curious, really? This is in Egypt. This is something that looks like airplanes and helicopters, right? And look where it is. It's inside an ancient Egyptian temple. Are we going back to the future? Is that what we're doing? Are we looping in the past? The ancient technologies of Atlantis are really where we are right now? We are reliving a second version of Atlantis in a way. At least there are clues to that. Remember, when you look to Mars, you see these three towers lined up very similar to the three pyramids on Earth, which are again aligned to the belt of Orion. The Orion group. We know about that, those that have studied, again, the Law of One material from Ra. The Sumerian kings list, remember, it talks about different kings. Alulim is said to have ruled for 28,800 years. Another one held the throne for 36,000 years. We just did a video that's going to be going up on Heart's Home tomorrow morning, talking about, the time-space continuum. And we were talking about things like this in last night's live again on EEARTS. The lifespans do change with the Yugas. So what you're talking about there is previous bronze and silver Yugas. And meanwhile, this is another island that looks to be shaped like a tree stump. Remember, we see a Devil's Tower, which is very, very similar. Because Earth was Tiamat. That was the main topic that we were talking about yesterday, was the fact that Earth is the largest remnant of Tiamat. And Tiamat had life on it for billions of years, extraterrestrial life of all kinds. Well, we would call them extraterrestrial because not all of them are alive on Earth now at this point in time, at least not in the known Earth. Again, there's so many advanced artifacts that are left behind from ancient times, utilizing technology that's mind-blowing, also often depicting the wars of the gods, which very well may have include things like using asteroids to impact planets to wipe out previous civilizations. Look at the size of this suspected meteorite. Can you imagine how big that was? The power that it hit with, and the amount of devastation it left after the fact. But wait, this seems to have happened in the Younger Dryas period, and it happened in the much deeper, darker past as well. But life will always find a way as we look at this pistachio tree growing in a rock and thriving and looking beautiful. Yes, life will always find a way. So while we're here embodied, share the love and share appreciation with all those that you come in contact with. Again, on the other side, I think we understand the oneness of all things a lot better than we do when we're embodied. As always, look forward to your comments. Thanks for sharing these videos. Thanks for boosting these videos, or whatever terms they're using now with the new algorithms that seem to be hitting everybody so hard. Again, we thank you for your support as well. Look forward to your comments. Source bless. Namaste.